Okay, so there was a technical glitch. We'll start right away again. Namo tassa bhagavato arhato sama sambuddhasya. Namo tassa bhagavato arhato sama sambuddhasya. Namo tassa bhagavato arhato sama sambuddhasya. I, Pallavi Tyagi, Assistant Professor, Samrat Ashok Subharti School of Buddhist Studies, would like to welcome you all to the honorary degree presentation ceremony. I'll quickly run you all through the tentative schedule. We'll start with chanting, which is done by Bhante Dr. Chandrakirti, followed by a welcome note by Dr. Hirohito, inaugural address by Mrs. Stuti Narayan Kakkar, who is Chancellor to Subharati University, presentation of Doctor of Letters to Sangha Mata Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar, and then after to Padma Shri, Most Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, followed by presentation of Doctor of Philosophy Honoris Causa to His Excellency Thich Nhat Hanh, followed by Most Venerable Lok Nayak Ashwa Ghosh Mahanayak Mahathera Ji, Dhamma Brother K. Sang Wangri Ji, followed by the remarks by Most Venerable Dr. Dhammapiya Ji, Most Venerable Dr. Thich Nathu Ji, Professor Dr. K.T.S. Sarao Sir, and the closing remarks by Professor Dr. V.P. Singh Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, and vote of thanks will be done by Dr. Vijay Vardhaman. We'll start with a brief introduction of Swami Vivekanand Subharati University. Swami Vivekanand Subharati University is a university under Section 2F of the University Grant Commission Act 1956, set up under the Swami Vivekanand Subharati Vishwavidyalaya, Uttar Pradesh Adhiniyam 2008. The university has been established under the aegis of Mahayana Theravada Vajrayana Buddhist Religious and Charitable Trust, Meerut, which has acquired a commendable record of service in the field of education, healthcare, and social welfare. The main campus of the university is in the National Capital Region, strategically situated on National Highway 58, Delhi Bypass Road, Meerut. The campus, aptly called Subharatipuram, it is spread over a sprawling area of about 250 acres of land, comprising magnificent building, lush green lawns, and vibrant surroundings with over 5,000 people, dedicating to make the university a magnum opus in the world. The university has several constituent colleges which provide higher education in mostly all the disciplines, like medical, dental, nursing, physiotherapy, paramedical, pharmacy, naturopathy, yogic sciences, engineering, management, law, journalism, education, library, arts and science, hotel management, faculty of science, Buddhist studies, etc. It is engaged by design to create academically and technically proficient professionals. The university has been awarded the membership of Association of Indian Universities in 2013. All India Conference of Intellectuals and School of Educators have conferred Outstanding University of the Year 2013-14 to the university to its outstanding contribution in the field of education, science, healthcare, national integration, social empowerment, and preservation of cultural heritage. The university has also started a number of courses through distance education approved by the Distant Education Bureau of UGC. The university has also been accorded grade A by National Assessment and Accreditation Council in 2016. I'll give you a brief introduction about Samrat Ashok Subharati School of Buddhist Studies. Samrat Ashok Subharati School of Buddhist Studies is an international Buddhist college established by Swami Vivekanand Subharati University, Meerut, as its constituent college by the initiation of Dr. Shalya Raj, Chief Executive Officer of Samrat Ashok Chief Executive Officer of Swami Vivekanand Subharati University. She is an academician and social activist, along with Dr. Hirohito, who is the founding director of Samrat Ashok Subharati School of Buddhist Studies. Their inspirations led to the founding of Samrat Ashok Subharati School of Buddhist Studies, a world-class center for Buddhist learning. Their brilliant thoughts were responded to beyond expectations by Buddhist delegates from 13 different countries who participated in the pre-inaugural SASSBS conference in the university campus. At this historic meeting on 10th of March 2018, the Samrat Ashok Subharati School of Buddhist Studies was founded in its principles. It was decided to formally inaugurate the SASSBS in Vaisakh month of 18. It is marked as the first event in the history of district Meerut when Buddhists of nearly all the sects in the Buddhism are represented and come together for the progress of Buddhist studies. On the historical occasion, about 130 Buddhist monks and scholars and teachers from 13 different countries paid homage to the Bodhi tree, which has been found in Swami Vivekanand Subharati University campus, Meerut. And this particular tree is near the Samrat Ashok Subharati School of Buddhist Studies. The age of this Bodhi tree has been confirmed for about 118 years now by the local horticulture authorities in 2018. Historically, Meerut has been under vast influence of Buddhist culture since the 3rd century BC, as there existed an Ashokan pillar in Meerut. In those times, which was later relocated to Delhi by Emperor Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the Sultan is said to have learnt about this Ashokan pillar existing in Meerut in the 14th century. He got it transported to Delhi. Some historians are of the opinion that this magnificent structure was built by the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century, and that is perhaps how the name of this pillar derived. The Tathagat Buddha chair is another initiative by Dr. Shailya Raj. This particular chair was established in 2019 under the specialized guidance of our CEO. The chair serving as the center of learning and research not only on the subject concerning to Tathagat Buddha and his philosophy, but also on the issues concerning the socio-economic, culture, religious life, peace, meditation, yoga, etc. In pursuance of its objectives, the chair is undertaking research on topics related to Tathagat Buddha. The chair, time to time, also organizes teaching seminars, symposias, workshops, exhibitions, lecture series, and other similar academic activities. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Bhante Chandrakirti ji, convener, Tathagat Buddha chair, to come and chant. You all to join your palms and close your eyes for the chanting.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang sambuddha vijja charana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttara purisa dhamma sathad vamano sanang buddha bhagavati Savakhato Bhagavata Dhamma Sandhitiko Akaliko Yahipasiko Vapanayiko Pachata Vedita Bhaviyuhiti Supatipan Bhagavato Savaka Sangha Ujupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangha Yaya Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangha Samichi Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangha Yadidang Chatari Purisa Yuga Ni Atha Purisa Pugalaya Sabhagavat Savaka Sangha Ahunaya Pahunaya Dakinaya Anjali Karaniya Anuttara Puyanketam Lokasati Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
Thank you so much, Venerable Bhante Dr. Chandrakirti ji. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Hirohito, Founding Director and Advisor, Samrat Ashok Subharati School of Buddhist Studies and Vithagat Buddha Chair, come and give the welcome address.
नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य His Excellency, Most Venerable Sangha, Honorable Sir, Madam, dear brother and sister in Dhamma. On behalf of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, India, I would like to welcome Mrs. Stuti Narayan Kakkad, Honorable Chancellor, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, and Chair of today's Honorary Degree Presentation Ceremony. I also welcome our Chief Guest, Venerable Dr. Dhammapriya, Secretary General, International Buddhist Confederation, New Delhi, our Guest of Honor, Most Venerable Dr. Thich Nhat Hanh, Vice Rector, Vietnam Buddhist University, Vietnam, Dr. KTS Rao, former Professor and Head, Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi. I would also like to welcome Dr. VP Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and Dr. Vijay Vadhavan, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. Today is a very significant and auspicious day. Whole world is celebrating one World Environment Day. On this occasion, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is felicitating 5 important persona of the Buddhist world with honorary degrees, namely Sangamata Professor Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar, a philanthropist and social worker, His Excellency Thich Thien Pha, Standing Vice President, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Padam Shri Most Venerable Dr. Thich Duc Thien, Vice President and Secretary General of the Executive Council of National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Loknayak Ashwaghosh Mahathera, Chairman, International Buddha Education Institute, India, and Brother Kesang Wangdi, Senior Executive Director, International Buddhist Confederation. I humbly welcome all the awardees and to this felicitation ceremony. I also welcome all the media personnel and participants who have joined us from different virtual platforms for this auspicious award ceremony on the occasion of World Environment Day. May the Triple Gem bless you all. May you all be happy. Sabbe Sata Sukhi. Sa-
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to welcome Mrs. Stuti Narayan Kakkarji. Madam is Chancellor to Swami Vivekanand Subharati University. Ms. Stuti Narayan Kakkar joined Indian Army Administrative Services in 1978 UP cadre. In 36 years of her services, she held progressively responsible positions in state and the center. As Secretary to Government of India, she established the Department of Disability Affairs, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India, and superannuated on 31st 12 2014. Later, she joined as a chairperson, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, a statutory body of Government of India, Women and Child Development from 2015 to 2018. Mrs. Stuti Narayan Kakkar is now serving as Chancellor Swami Vivekanand Subharati University. Now I would like to invite ma'am for the inaugural address. I would like to request the IT team to help ma'am fix this one. Yes, it is perfectly visible.
Most
You can
venerable Sangha and guests, dignitaries. I hope that you can hear me because technology is something that doesn't behave well with me.
Right, ma'am. We can hear you
Swami
loud
Vivekanand
and clear.
Subharti University today has the proud privilege to award Honorary Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Literature degrees to 5 luminaries and remarkable persons who have devoted their lives to the service of mankind. They are Professor Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar Sangmata, Padam Shri, Most Venerable Dr. Thik Tu Thin, then Most Venerable His Excellency Thik Thin Fa, and Most Venerable Lok Nayak Ashwaghosh Mahanayak Mahathira, and Mr. and Honorable Keshav Wangvi, who all have done so much and have contributed so much to the development of both Buddhist thoughts and also of and have contributed a lot to society. So it is really our proud privilege to present these degrees to them. India is indeed blessed that Gautama chose it for his Karam Bhumi. Today, it is the fourth, Buddhism is the fourth largest religion in the world with over 520 million followers all over. That is almost 7% of the global population. And this 7% of the global population is following a life of simplicity, a life of looking after other people, believing in ahimsa, and I strongly feel that this 7% can, if we get together, then we can certainly make the world a better place. Buddhism is a philosophy which can be followed by any person of any religion. I mean, to my mind, it is a philosophy of universalism. It is a code of behavior which enables a man to evolve from Siddhartha to Gautama Buddha. He started his journey as a prince with his likes, dislikes, uh, uh, as any human being, but starts his life and journey. But he evolved into Gautama Buddha and became the enlivened one. Each one of us, if we follow his teachings and path shown by him, can become better human beings and thereby making the earth a better place for all the living and non-living. Today we have such a crisis going. The environment is in shambles. We have this coronavirus on. A virus is hitting us from all sides, creating all kinds of miseries for people. But if we follow what he taught us, the path that he showed us, we have the power of changing the earth for to become better. And I'm sure that on this World Environment Day, we will do exactly that, to reduce our carbon footprint, to reduce the pollutions that mankind is creating, to reduce our wants and needs, so that we are in a position to spread the good word. Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, in its own humble way, has contributed to spreading Buddhism and Buddhist thought and philosophy. It has a standalone school of Buddhist studies with excellent consisting of alumni famous Buddhist universities. It offers PhD, MPhil for PhD for 30 students, MPhil for 25 students, and MA in Buddhist studies for 30 students. It is a unique college because there are very few in the private sector that that have been created exclusively for Buddhist studies. Presently, we have students both from nationally and internationally from 7 countries, and we offer scholarships to all monks and nuns along with residential accommodation. So on this occasion, I invite all the Buddhist people to send their children, or they whoever wants to go in for Buddhist studies, to our college. We will look after them and create a home-like atmosphere so that they feel comfortable here. The campus also has a unique 115-year-old Bodhi tree, which is a sapling of the original sacred Bodh Gaya tree, which adds to the uniqueness of this college and gives it a hallowed feeling. Once you go there, you take a round of the college and things, you feel that, yes, this is a place where we all can study and learn something. Now, without much ado, I would like the program to continue, and I would request our MC to continue with the proceedings so that before we run out of this virtual StreamYard time, we are able to conclude these proceedings.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. With ma'am's permission, we would like to present the first award, and our very first awardee. Yes, and to present the award, we have Chancellor ma'am with us and Vice Chancellor sir, Dr. V.P. Singh ji. And the very first awardee, as I was saying, is Sangha Mata Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar, philanthropist and social worker. Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is awarding Madam with Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. I would give you a brief introduction of Dr. Mukti, and then we'll go forward with the presentation of the Doctor of Letters. Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar is a dynamic, versatile, charismatic, and multidimensional personality. She is a professor of medicine and a teacher of high acclaim and repute. She was born in the holy city of Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh, India, in a prestigious family of educationists, doctors, and civil servants, which somewhat predestined her future and purpose as a medical professional. She completed her graduation and post-graduation from M&L College, Allahabad. She has added to her professional qualification by attaining specialization such as postgraduate diploma in maternal and child health and in geriatric medicine from Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. She is a loving teacher. She has been adjudged as the best teacher of Subharti Medical College, Meerut, many times. She has been a fabulous research guide and attendant, chaired, and all the different scientific sessions in more than 65 national and international workshops and different conferences she attended. She has had the most coveted distinction of presenting lectures on physical disability in the elderly and on physical rehabilitation disabilities in old age before an august gathering of SARC member countries. In recognition of her dedicated services in the field of education, health, and social service, she was conferred with the UP Ratna by All India Conference of Intellectuals. She received the Mahila Gaurav Samman on International Women's Day from UP Films Photojournalist Welfare Association for her commitment to the cause of women upliftment and empowerment. She has been decorated with the Rajiv Gandhi Shiromani Award by the National Integration and Economic Council, New Delhi, for her unstinted contribution towards the spread of peace and harmony in the community. She was honored for services towards the women welfare on the International Women's Day by CCS University, Meerut. She has also been facilitated by the Consortium of Competence in Education for her excellence in this field. On the National Medical Platform, she has been a member of MCI. She has presented a guest lecture on Hippocratic Oath revisiting in the present medical scenario at Coimbatore, India, authored in much acclaimed API Medical Update Volume 23, Chapter 149, titled Hippocratic Oath revisiting in the present scenario of medical field. She has been a philanthropist and a social activist with a special concern for the upliftment of lower social economic group of society. She is an executive member of the Administrative Committee for Rural Primary and Secondary Schools. She is one of the pioneers who has started Subharati movement for social service and equitability. She is the founder president of Mahayana Theravada Vajrayana Buddhist Religious and Charitable Trust. She has established 2 universities under that trust, one in UP and another one in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Many schools under the trust has been actively involved in providing social service to them. Another project which is very close to her heart is the education of children of laborers. Considering her patronage to Buddhist studies in India, she was invited to Myanmar by His Holiness Sandimar Abhivamsa, Secretary General of Mahanaya Committee of Myanmar, Supreme Sangha of Council of Myanmar, in 2018, and he bestowed her with Sangha Mata title. Swami Vivekanand Subharati University is feeling honored to confer Doctor of Letters honoris causa in recognition of her outstanding work as a rare exemplar who have enriched humanity in particular and society at large. To receive the honor, I would like to invite Dr. Shailya Raj. I would like to ask my IT team to add, ma'am. Yes. I would like to invite Dr. Shailya Raj, CEO, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, who is daughter of Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar as well, as ma'am is not doing well these days. So Dr. Shailya will accept the honors. Now I would like to request Chancellor Madam and Vice Chancellor Sir. Ma'am and Chancellor Ma'am and Vice Chancellor Sir, with your permission, we would like to present.
There is some problem with the mic here. I, Stuti Narayan Kakkar, Chancellor Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, UP, India, hereby confer Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa upon Sangmata Professor Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request Dr. Shailya Raj to say a few words.
A very capable daughter, Dr. Shailya Raj, is here with us to receive this degree on Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar's behalf.
Most Venerable Bhikshu Sangh, Honorable Chancellor Ma'am, Vice Chancellor Sir, honored guests, faculty members, I feel very proud and privileged to be accepting this D.Litt degree awarded to my mother, who is a great lady, and she has achieved so much. She has given so much more back to the society. There are very few like her, and we feel very lucky to have grown with her blessings and teachings at this university. I thank our Chancellor Ma'am, Vice Chancellor Sir, to have awarded this degree on her and Dr. Hirohito for this function today. I also congratulate all the other awardees who will be getting the degrees awarded to them today. So thank you so much. I am sure if she would have been here, she would have felt the same way and would have more to say. Thank you so much for the degree, and thanks. That's all I would like to say today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And definitely, if ma'am would be herself receiving this, she would have a lot to guide. But your guidance is always close to everybody's heart. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to welcome our second, I would like to welcome Padma Shri Most Venerable Thich Duk Thien. Swami Vivekanand Subharati University is honoring Most Venerable with Doctor of Letters in Buddhist Studies, honoris causa. I would like to give you a brief introduction of Most Venerable, and then we'll go forward with the presentation. Most Venerable Dr. Thich Duk Thien was born on 5th of April 1966 in Bac Ninh Province, Vietnam. Most Venerable graduated in economics from the National Economic University, Hanoi. In 1988, after his ordination as monk, he graduated from Vietnam Buddhist University, Hanoi in 1996. He also studied Chinese Buddhist philosophy in Phong Hoa Shan Buddhist Monastery, Taiwan in 1997. He finished MA in 1999 and PhD in 2005 in the Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi, India. Most Venerable is the Vice President, Secretary General of Executive Council of National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Head of the Department of International Buddhist Affairs of National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Vice Chairman of Vietnam, India Friendship Association, Vice Chairman of Vietnam, Sri Lanka Friendship Association, Vice Rector of the Vietnam Buddhist University in Hanoi, Senior Lecturer in the Tran Nha Thong Academic Institute of the Vietnam National University, Hanoi. Most Venerable is also abbot of the Phat Thich Pagoda, the special national heritage and treasure in Bac Ninh province. He has great dedication to develop Buddhism in the mountainous areas in the northwest province of Vietnam. Most Venerable for so many years was doing great contribution to establish the Vietnamese Buddhist Association in Russia, Ukraine, Czech Republic, Poland, Germany, Hungary, Bulgaria, Japan, South Korea, etc., to propagate Vietnamese Buddhist culture and to preserve Vietnamese traditional culture among the overseas Vietnamese community. Most Venerable is very actively involved in bringing religious believers into closer coexistence with the state, within the state of Vietnam. He is an active person in the interfaith dialogue conferences. Most Venerable has worked in organizing the United Nations Vesak Day in Vietnam in 2008 and 2014 as well. Most Venerable was Secretary General of the International Organization Committee of the United Nations Day of Vesak in Ha Nam Province, Vietnam, from 12th to 14th of May 2019, and organized the international conference with the theme Buddhist Approach to Global Leadership and Shared Responsibility for Sustainable Society. Most Venerable has also published many books in Buddhist studies and history. He has been awarded the third-class labor medal of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam in 2017, the Great National Solidarity Award in 2012. In 2014, he has been awarded the Grand Officer Medal Mahasena by the King of Cambodia. In 2018, he has been awarded the Padma Shri. In 2014, he has been awarded the Grand Officer Medal Mahasena by the King of Cambodia. In 2018, he has been awarded Padma Shri by the Government of India. In recognition of his outstanding work towards the Buddhism, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is feeling very much honored to confer Doctor of Letters honoris causa upon Most Venerable Thich Du Thang. I would like to request our IT team to join Most Venerable as well. And I would like to request Chancellor Ma'am and Vice Chancellor Sir to present the degree.
I, Stuti Narayan Kakkad, Chancellor, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, hereby confer Doctor of Literature, Doctor of Letters, honoris causa to His Most Venerable Dr. Thich Du Thang. This degree from Subharti University.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Most Venerable Dr. Thich Du Thang to say a few words and give the acceptance speech. Most Venerable, you're live now.
Yeah.
Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Dear respected Mrs. Chancellor, His Excellency, Vice Chancellor, IBC, General Secretary, most venerable monks and nuns and friends in Dharma, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a special day. I'm very happy and honored to be the first Vietnamese recipients of Doctor of Letter honoris causa from very famous University Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. I would like to take this opportunity to express my warmest and sincere appreciation to the Chancellor Ma'am and Vice Chancellor Sir for conferring me this prestigious degree. I'm truly heartened for this recognition of my devoted contribution to the development of Buddhism in Vietnam and abroad through various religious, social, and cultural activities over many years. And on this occasion, I would like to introduce in Vietnam since 1981, the National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha has prioritized Buddhist education as one of its primary missions. It focuses on moral character and mental transformation into the highest form of humanity through ethical, intellectual, and spiritual perfection. It also has generates a great source of talented Buddhist monks and nuns to contribute to the Sangha and the country development as a whole. This year, after 40 years of evolution, the National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha has opened 4 major Buddhist universities in the 4 largest metropolitan cities in Vietnam, in Hanoi City, Ho Chi Minh City, Hue, and Cần Thơ City. And the Buddhist university has been training ground for thousands of compassionate and dedicated monks and nuns, resulting that many of them now have pursued their higher education in different countries and also in India. The majority of them has been holding key positions now in the National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha at all different levels since their graduation abroad. Like me, I graduated from India, and also today my professor, my supervisor, Professor K.J. Sarao in this. In addition, the objective and solution of educational training and development are crucial for National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in the upcoming period. It also aims at consolidating all Buddhist educational system at secondary, intermediate, or upper intermediate, college, and university levels. Apart from that, the quality of infrastructure and also facilities must be improved to obtain a better learning and teaching environment for both lecturer and students. A multi-language educational system plays a significant role in making Vietnam's Buddhist education to be recognized among international Buddhist communities. And on top of that, as being Buddhist monks and nuns, it is their obligation to learn and practice Lord Buddha teaching on a daily basis. By doing so, they will be able to guide the laity community with right view to help them to escape from their fear and suffering in their daily life. Especially, I firmly believe that having a great strategy and guidance from our most respected senior monks in the National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Vietnam can soon become a place that provides high quality of Buddhist education for not only domestic but also international students. I'm very happy, and lastly, I hope that the event ends with great success, and may the Lord Buddha blessing always be with you all. Thank you very much, Thank you, Chancellor, Ma'am, and Vice Chancellor, Sir, and all ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, most venerable. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now we would like to go forward with the third presentation of the postdoctoral of philosophy. The next presentation is to His Excellency Thich Thien Pha. His Excellency was born on 20th of April 1947 in Ninh Thuan and is currently working at Vietnam Buddhist Sangha as Vice President of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha's Executive Council, Head of Monastic Affairs of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Central Committee. He did his Bachelor's of Buddhist Studies and was awarded an Honorary Doctorate by Polo's University. As a child, he was ordained at Trung Hoa Pagoda from 1947 to 1954. He stayed at Buddha Pagoda from 1954 to 1963 and participated in the protest under Nago Din Dem regime. During the Buddhist crisis of 1963, he stayed in Jiak Sang Institute of Buddhist Studies from 1963 to 1964. He stayed at Hugh Nim Institute of Buddhist Studies from 1965 to 1988. He was abbot of Phu Thang Pagoda and from 1988 to 2014, he was assistant to His Highness Thich Thien Thinh, first Supreme Patriarch of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Patronage Council. From 1997 to 2007, he was member of Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Sangha Executive Council. From 2007 to 2017, he was member of the Control Committee of Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Sangha. He was Vice Principal of Upper Immediate Buddhist School in Ho Chi Minh City from 2012 to 2020. From 2017 onwards, he is Vice Standing President of Executive Council, Head of Monk Order, Vietnam Buddhist Central Committee, and President of Executive Council, Head of Monk Order, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Binh Phuong Province. He has received many awards like Good People, Good Deed in 1998, 2005, 2013, and in 2014 as well. Certificate of Merit by Ho Chi Minh City's People Committee in 2002, Certificate of Merit by Ho Chi Minh City Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee in 2002, 2017 as well. Certificate of Merit from the Prime Minister in 2007 and 2012, Medal in 2010 for a career of promoting Vietnamese people overseas. Great Solidarity Medal in 2011, National Security Medal in 2013, Civil Service Medal in 2015, Third Class Independence Medal in 2017, Certificate of Studying and Following President Ho Chi Minh's Ideology, Morality in 2019, along with the various Certificate of Merits from Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Considering His Holiness' outstanding contribution to Buddhist studies, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, India is conferring the Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa in Buddhist studies upon His Excellency Thich Thien Pha. For presenting the degree, I would like to invite Chancellor Ma'am and Vice Chancellor Sir. Please do this, ma'am.
I am Chancellor Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, India, hereby confer Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa upon His Excellency Thich Thien Pha, Standing Vice President, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Congratulations.
As His Holiness is not able to join us today due to the COVID pandemic and the challenges with the internet, he has sent us a recorded message which we would like to share with everyone. So I would like to request our IT team to share His Excellency's video message.
Dear respected Chancellor of Subharti University, His Excellency IBC General Secretary, Venerable monks and nuns, Dear respected Chancellor of Subharti University, His Excellency IBC General Secretary, Venerable monks and nuns, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am truly honored and grateful to have been chosen as the recipient of this honorary doctorate degree. I would like to offer my deep appreciation to this Chancellor for the privilege of receiving this award. I have dedicated many years of my life in a career providing Buddhist education to monks and nuns across the country. As Buddhist education focuses on the teachings of compassion and wisdom, hence, it is widely accepted that wisdom is the core value of Buddhism and the path leading to enlightenment. Education is the foundation of Buddhism, and the descent of the Buddha was the benefits and welfare of the human's endeavors. However, different people with different capacity and level of understanding. The Buddha has given 84 thousands of discourses suitable to each and everyone's capability. As a result, the origin of mind can be discovered by all beings through learning and practicing the Buddha's teachings to escape the cycle of reincarnation. It is said that the fundamental of Buddhist education comprises of collections of the sermons, disciplines, and commentaries. They are all called Dharma. It is the means of guiding others to comprehend the truths of enlightenment and liberation. Buddhist learners, with the aid of Four Noble Truths and along with the Eightfold Path, can cultivate the mind on the basis of disciplines, meditation, and wisdom to liberate it from sufferings. Buddhism itself is a multicultural education with its adapting and harmonizing ability with all cultures in this world. In addition to the meaning that Buddhism is a religious organization, the word Buddhism could also be understood as the teachings of the Buddha, which we often call Dharma. Because the Buddha's teachings are with a purpose of educating people's ethics, forming an altruistic and egoless life, attaining the enlightenment and liberation. The Buddha's doctrines are educational, associated with objectives, methods, and subjects of education. In fact, the Buddhist discourses with ideologies constantly deliver enormous, pragmatic, and most sustainable benefits comparing to any doctrines of any educators through ages. Therefore, the Buddha is considered as the best educator in the history of mankind. In terms of ideology and philosophy, the primary educational objective of Buddhism is to help people reach enlightenment and liberation. Regarding social and moral education, Buddhism is consistently related with human life and it allows people to improve their personality, including ethics and wisdom, through which global wars and sufferings are diminished. Hence, a happy and peaceful world is attained. Buddhist education also aids people to improve the ecological system by cultivating compassion and profound knowledge of the principle of dependent origination. Depending on the distinctive causes and conditions of each situation, people are able to aim for a higher stage, which is a journey of monkhood to attain liberation. Education is a manifestation of indoctrination from an intellectual and virtuous teacher with direct impact on the learners through the teachings of the body, speech, and thoughts. Particularly, education is the transmission of knowledge, life experience, and moral character from the instructor to the learner. Preparing the learners with knowledge, personality development, and enhancing their moral life. Having said that, the educators themselves are the ones with good personality traits and live with morality and virtues. In addition to that, a sound knowledge and professional qualifications are required to satisfy the needs of the teachers. From the above concepts, it is obvious that education is a life's journey to develop moral character and the process of absorbing positive information. Education is a career for people connected with loving kindness and sympathies to share and understand each other's. A mutual relationship between the educator and the educated must be established based on equality and respect throughout the progress of education. Hence, the objective of education is to shape the learners with knowledge, life experiences taught, making people become better and contribute to the success of the educating career. In conclusion, the Buddha is the greatest educator of all time. His doctrines and ideologies are a precious educational system which guides human beings to live meaningful and happy lives on this planet. Best wishes for a happy and successful event.
Thank you so much, Most Venerable, for sharing this message with all of us. Now we would like to go forward with the next presentation of the Doctoral of Philosophy to Most Venerable Lok Nayak Ashwaghoshi. Most Venerable Lok Nayak Ashwaghoshi is presently chairman at International Buddhist Education Institute, Hapur, India. He was born on 21st January 1950 in the province of Uttar Pradesh. He has studied Buddhist scriptures from different countries like India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, etc. Apart from being the chief monk of historical Sakya Sangha, Rathapala Buddha Mahavihara Hapur in Uttar Pradesh province and historical Buddhist monastery Jaspur in Uttarakhand province, he is serving as a social worker of the Buddhist Society. In 1978, he went to Japan. After returning back from Japan, he joined his assignment as Secretary General of International Buddha Education Institute in 1980, which is one of the oldest regional center of the World Fellowship of Buddhists, Bangkok, Thailand. He started several orphanages in Uttar Pradesh where lots of students received free education. He officially represented India in many conferences held in Japan, Thailand, Nepal, Sri Lanka, USA, Korea, Taiwan, etc. He has authored several books on Buddhism as well as the contemporary Indian society. He has also served as the project director in several projects assisted by UNICEF, Department of Science and Technology, Council of Advancement of People's Action and Rural Technology, British High Commission, etc. He has also contributed in the social and political fields from the beginning. He joined the State Commission of Minorities, Government of Uttarakhand, as Buddhist member and served there from January 2016 to January 2021. During his tenure of these 5 years, he has provided full support to the State Commission of Minorities to safeguard the interest of minorities. Along with this, he closely worked with the several government agencies for the benefits of Buddhists so that they can get benefits of the scheme which are run by the government. Swami Vivekanand Subharati University, India feels honored in conferring Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa upon Most Venerable Lok Nayak Ashwaghosha Mahanayak Mahathera in recognition of his exemplary work towards the humanity. I would like to invite Chancellor Madam and Vice Chancellor Sir to present the degree.
I, Stuti Narayan Kakkad, Chancellors, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, India, hereby confer Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa upon Most Venerable Lok Nayak Ashwaghosh Mahanayak Mahathera, Chairman IBEI and former Honorable Member, State Commission for Minorities, Government of Uttarakhand. Most congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing the honors. Most Venerable Lok Nayak Ashwaghosha ji is not doing well, because of which he won't be able to give his speech today. But we thank him for joining us, even because of his bad health, he managed somehow to join us today. So we just wish him good health. Thank you so much, Most Venerable, for joining. Now we would like to go forward with the next presentation. It is to Mr. Kesang Wangli, Senior Executive Director, International Buddhist Confederation. Mr. Kesang Wangli is multifaceted personality with active involvement in wide-ranging activities ranging from environment and nature conservation, Buddhist heritage preservation, interreligious harmony, social work, and humanitarian relief. International relations to the formation of Buddhist multinational bodies and inter-Buddhist unity. He has been part of many government committees and responsible for initiating several Buddhist heritage-related projects across India, and members of several committees to advise the central and the state government on heritage preservation, development, and promote Buddhist pilgrimage and circuit tourism. He has organized several groundbreaking events and mega international conferences both in India and abroad, in which national and international leadership and prominent scholars and other luminaries have participated. He is also coordinator of Samvad, Hindu-Buddhist Global Initiative on Conflict Avoidance and Environment Consciousness, which is an Indo-Japanese civilization initiative for promoting greater understanding among religions, initiated by Vivekananda International Foundation, New Delhi. Prime Minister of India and Japan and the top leaders of Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Indonesia, Mongolia, as well as top religious hierarchy of major religions have participated in this novel initiative held across Asia. He is also one of the key founders of the International Buddhist Confederation based in New Delhi, which is the world's largest Buddhist global body with membership in 36 countries. He was also the main draftee of the Bodh Gaya Declaration adopted in 2015 by international Buddhist leadership in the presence of Prime Minister of India. He also helped produce a global musical album, Shanti Samsara, by Grammy winner composer Ricky Cage, featuring 16 Grammy winners from 12 different countries. It was India's official gift to the world leaders at 2015 Paris Summit by the Prime Minister of India. He is also associated with the United Nations Environment Programme and UK-based United Religion Initiative Joint Earth Consular Programme. Mr. K. Seng Wangri is the Senior Executive Director of IBC and initiated many pioneering initiatives, including the revival of official celebration of Vesak Buddha Purnima by the Government of India after a gap of 59 years. Since 2015, it's been officially celebrated with the Prime Minister of India and the Ministers of Government India attending it. In the wake of the devastating COVID pandemic raging across India and Nepal, Mr. K. Seng Wangri, through IBC, initiated the Care with Prayer mission and mobilized substantial aid for critical life-saving equipment such as oxygen concentrators, oxygen cylinders, ventilators in thousands, along with protective material in millions from international organizations for free distribution in India and Nepal and save lives. Swami Vivekanand Subharti University is very pleased to confer Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa upon Mr. K. Seng Wangri in recognition of his work towards the revival of Buddhism in India. I would like to request Chancellor Madam and Vice Chancellor Sir to present the degree to Mr. K. Seng Wangri, commonly known as Ashok Wangri ji.
I, Stuti Narayan Kakkar, Chancellor Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, UP, India, hereby confer Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa upon Mr. K. Seng Wangri, Senior Executive Director, International Buddhist Confederation, New Delhi. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request Mr. Ashok Wangri ji to say a few words.
Thank you. I'm greatly honored and very extremely grateful to Swami Vivekanand Subharti University for bestowing this honor of Doctorate of Philosophy honoris causa to me. It is also a great privilege to be in the company of such distinguished fellow awardees. It is also a very auspicious day of World Environment Day that adds so much value to this honor. And I thank Madam Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, and also the Director of Samrat Ashok School of Buddhist Studies. Once again, I would like to thank the Swami Vivekanand Subharti University for choosing me to bestow this great honor. Thank you very much.
Many congratulations, sir. So now we need to go forward with the program. And next is supposed to be the remarks by Most Venerable Dhammapiya ji, who is Secretary General, International Buddhist Confederation. But due to some bad weather in Tripura, Most Venerable is not able to join us today for his remarks. Though we definitely know that his best wishes are with everybody here in Swami Vivekanand Subharati University and all the recipients as well. So we need to go forward now as per the scheduled program. And now we have with us Most Venerable Dr. Thich Nhat Hanh, Standing Vice Rector, Vietnam Buddhist University, Ho Chi Minh City. Venerable Master Thich Nhat Hanh is a Buddhist reformer, an author, a poet, a psychological consultant, and an active social activist in Vietnam. He is committed to propagate Buddhist teachings through education, cultural activities, and charitable programs in order to benefit the society at large. He is also actively engaged in the interreligious dialogue and promotion of peace and harmony. Most Venerable Dr. Thich Nhat Hanh has received many awards. To name a few, the National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Outstanding Merit Award for Buddhist Publication, National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Outstanding Merit Award for International Buddhist Affairs, Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Sangha Merit Award for Buddhist Cultural Promotion, National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Outstanding Merit Award for Buddhist Education, National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Outstanding Merit Award for Dhamma Propagation, Global Buddhist Symbol Award by International Buddha Education Institution, Global Buddhist Reformer Award by World Alliance of Buddhist Leaders. Now, I would like to invite Most Venerable Dr. Thich Nhat Hanh for his kind words. Welcome, Most Venerable. Over to you.
Very good afternoon. Respected Madam Stuti Narenkekar, Chancellor of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Professor Dr. V.B. Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vijay Wadawan, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Hirohito, Founding Director and Advisor, Samrat Ashok, Subharti School of Buddhist Studies, Tagathat Buddha Chair, most venerable nuns, monks, distinguished guests. First and foremost, I would like to offer my gratitude to the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor for conferring the Honorary Doctorate degree to the deserving recipients, including His Excellency Thích Thiện Pháp, Standing Vice President of National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Dr. Thích Đức Thiện, Vice President General Secretary of the Sangha, Most Venerable Lok Nanak Advaghost, Dr. Bhuti, and Mr. Kasang Wangdi. I believe that this would be a right motivation and inspiration for them to their continuous services to Buddhism and humanity as a whole. I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to all recipients. Modern philosophy of education discusses doctrines of teaching and learning, knowledge and truth, education and living standard, motives, class management, and career education. Buddhist philosophy of education emphasizes the epistemic aims of education, liberal education from the bondage of mind, thought, and logical reasoning, values education, meditation, wisdom, and enlightenment. Speaking of epistemic aims, in accordance with Buddhism, the concept of truth, satya, is the fundamental purpose of education. Therefore, it is important for the people to strive for attaining a free mind, Chito Vibhuti. The Buddha asserted that true emancipation can only be achieved through wisdom. In other words, the truth and wisdom are fundamental epistemic aims of education. Philosophy of education primarily refer to the nature, purpose, and means to educate people, helping them attain three perfections of wisdom, ethics, and meditation. It does not point out the structure of knowledge. In contrast, It highlights intellectual achievement and comprehension as an obvious outcome of Buddhist education. It does not contradict the use of different educational methods. Plus, it is taught by the Buddha that teachings of the truth and ethics with different methods suit different people's capacity, allowing the learner to attain the truth and enlightenment. In the instructor-centered methods, the teacher has a role of being a master of the subject matter with authority. The learners, in this case, acts as the receiver of the light knowledge that is skillful taught by the teacher. The Buddha, the king of truth, was on the journey of 45 years preaching the truth to all beings, leading them to the path of truth and enlightenment. In non-Buddhist education, the instructor-centered method is considered as the lecture method without the engagement of learners during the process of teaching. On the contrary, in Buddhist education, this method enhances the roles of a guide of the path. Guides wants learner to follow the truth, therefore attain the path of enlightenment. While in learner-centered method, the teacher acts as a source of knowledge rather than being a judge of truth towards the learner. In Buddhism, it is completely essential for the hearers to actively participate in educational cases to awaken. The Buddha affirmed the learner-centered methods. The learners are called trainees, shaka. It means that they still have to work on wisdom, ethics, and meditation development to attain holy path. Content-focused method allows the teacher and the learner with 34 discourses in Nihayakaya, inter-religious and inter-philosophical dialogues conducted by the Buddha with other religious leaders to provide better understanding about Buddhism. During the Buddha time, whenever he gave discourses about meditation and explanation about meditation being practiced and obtained by practitioners, this means the Buddha did not give any other types of discourses with different contents when speaking meditation. As a result, the practitioner can effectively allow the Buddha instructions and attain fruitful outcomes. This methodology can be suitable for today's education system. The interactive method taught by the Buddha illustrate that the teacher is guiding the path of truth and bringing people to enlightenment. In this method, besides explaining the truth in every detailed situation, the Buddha has given direct questions which goes straight to the point, leading people to better understanding and realizing the truth. It is called as the participate method that requires both participation from the teacher and learner. The teachers provide questioning and answering skills to the learner, which promotes the spirit of self-learning and avoid seeing what the teacher teaches that are truth. According to the Buddha, the truth is a good object of knowledge. Hence, people recognize the nature of life and natural laws. The Buddha educated about the truth to provide human beings a clear way of motivation from sufferings, including the Four Noble Truths. Step 1. Realizing the truth of suffering. There are three physical suffering, namely birth, aging, sickness, and death. Separation from the loved ones,
Most Venerable, I need to Beg your pardon. Actually, your mic has gone muted. Yes, it is again muted. Still muted. If somebody could assist Most Venerable and help him with the mic. Actually, we are not able to hear Most Venerable.
Step 3, that is to experience nirvana, the cessation of suffering, which is putting an end to all sufferings. Nirvana is a purified state of mind, perfection of serenity, which can be attained in this life, here and now. Step 4, the way of practicing leading to cessation of suffering, or Eightfold. It consists of right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This is the most significant way of practice given by the Buddha, eliminating all sufferings, and it is considered as the highest discourse, which should be promoted and widely spread for the benefits of mankind. The Buddha did not provide education of truth with the primary values of eradicating suffering. He pointed out that education occurs in achieving wisdom with the three aspects: knowledge based on learning, wisdom obtained by firm thinking, and wisdom based on mental developments and moral perfection. Due to the Buddha's teaching, the one attaining wisdom will achieve three supremacies, including evidence of seeing, since with insight, truly recognizing the nature of name and form, and awakening the truth. The Supreme with practicing Dhamma, developed ethics and meditation. Supreme deliverance put an end to all defilement and hardships. In other words, according to the Buddha, education of truth is to
I think Most Venerable has got disconnected. Yes, he's there again. Please make him join.
Therefore, the role of the teacher is important. Last but not least, I would like to send my best wishes for the success of this event. May the COVID-19 pandemic in India and the world would come to an end very soon. May the Triple James blessings be with you all. Thank you for your listening. Thank you for your inviting me to participate in this very meaningful event.
Thank you so much, Most Venerable. Thank you so much for your kind words and guidance. Now I would like to take this program forward, and next we have for remarks Dr. K.T.S. Rao. Dr. K.T.S. Rao is former professor and head of the Department of Buddhist Studies at the University of Delhi. Dr. Rao has completed his MA and MPhil and PhD as well from the University of Delhi. He is a very renowned name when it comes to the professors of Buddhist studies. He was a Commonwealth Scholar at the University of Cambridge, from where he obtained his second doctorate through the Faculty of Oriental Studies. Professor Rao has been a visiting professor fellow at Dongguk University, Shongwa Institute of Buddhist Studies, St. Edmund's College, UK, Maison des Sciences de l'Homme, France, Department of Religious Studies, Canada, and Vishwa Bharati, Shanti Niketan, India. He was conferred the Special Academic Honor Doctor of Letters by Periyag Shinghao Raja Buddhist University, Phnom Penh, Cambodia, in a special convention held on 7th of March 2011. His research interests are Indology, Indian Buddhism, Brahmi, Vedanta, socially engaged Buddhism, ancient South Asian archaeology, history and civilization, Pali language and literature, ancient Indian epigraphy, ancient Indian topography, pilgrimages, religious conversations, Buddhist philosophy and ethics, ancient Indian religions, Sikh Udasin Paramparas. Dr. Sarao has received many academic awards. Dr. Sarao has been awarded President of India's Certificate of Honor in 2018, conferred on the occasion of the Independence Day. Honors of substantial contribution in the field of Pali language. Now, I would like to request Dr. KTS Sarao to come forward and address I was just checking backstage. Dr. KTS Rao has got disconnected due to some technical glitch. But as I earlier said, Dr. Dhammapiya was facing trouble with the internet due to some weather problem in Tripura, but he has joined us now. So I would like to request Venerable Dr. Dhammapiya ji to give his remarks, and then we'll go forward. Most welcome, most venerable.
Okay, a very good afternoon to everyone. And a rainy greetings from Tripura. It's raining incessantly, heavily since morning and non-stop. No electricity and no network. I was trying to connect, but could not do. Somehow I could connect now. Really, it is a great pleasure to know about this event. And on the 5th of June, which is also very important, the World Environment Day. As we know, environment is very, very important for the survival of not only human beings, but all species. That is, to coexist. Human beings with other living beings to coexist in harmony and peace, and also for sustainable development, this maintaining pure environment and also the maintaining the nature given gift in its pure form. When I say nature given gift, what I mean is whatever we get for free, like the air, water, and the forest, and whatever things we get for free. So we have the responsibility to protect them and also preserve this nature. I wish again a happy World Environment Day to all of you, with a request to work on this environment, how we can preserve, protect at all level. When we all do, I think the world will have better environment. Now, I take this opportunity to congratulate the recipients of Doctor of Philosophy, Honoris Causa, Honorary Doctorate, to Most Venerable Lokanayaka Ashwagosha Mahanayaka Mahathera of UP. He was chairman in the UP Minority Commission. And also we have eminent Venerable, His Excellency Thich Thian Pap, who is also known as, I understand, Lee Van Thuan, Standing Vice President of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, and also our active IBC Senior Executive Director, Kesang Ashok Wangdiji. He is Senior Executive Director of IBC, International Buddhist Confederation. This award is a symbolic being presented to these most three important eminent personalities who have worked and given their life to serve society, humanity, and Buddha Dhamma at large. They have contributed at their level best in their respective countries and respective areas, respective states. In recognition of their contribution, Swami Vivekananda Subharti University, Meerut in India has decided to confer them with this honorary highest degree, PhD. Congratulations to all of you. I hope this is only a small token that we all have collectively could contribute or appreciate for your contribution. And in future, I hope we can work together, as IBC motto says, collective wisdom and united voice. So collectively, we can work, we can serve, and we can fight out the COVID-19 pandemic that we are facing today. So once again, I would like to thank Subharti University, especially Dr. Hirohitoji, for organizing this program, and also all the participants and all who are present in this webinar conferring of honorary degrees today. Wish all of you a happy, healthy, and peaceful days. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, most venerable. Thank you so much for joining. And as I said that Professor Sarao was not able to join earlier, Professor Sarao has joined us. So over to you, sir, for your remarks.
Thank you very much. The light certainly went off. Dear Dharma brothers and sisters, it's a matter of great privilege and honor to be amongst such luminaries as you, especially my friend and Kalyan Mitra, most venerable Professor Dr. Thikna too, and my friend and Kalyan Mitra, most venerable Dr. Dhammapiya, Chancellor Mrs. Stuti Narayan Kakkad, Chief Executive Professor Dr. Shalya Raj, Vice Chancellor Professor V.P. Singh, and Dharma brother Dr. Hirohito, Director Samrat Ashok Subharti School of Buddhist Studies. These honors have been conferred on Most Venerable Sangamata, Dr. Mukti Bhatnagarji. I had the privilege of meeting her quite a few times. And I am personally aware of her dedication to societal work. A very, very dedicated person, most impressive. Most Venerable Loknayak, Dr. Ashutosh Mahanayak Mahatheroji is also, I personally know about his work for Buddhism and social work. His Excellency, Most Venerable Dr. Levan Tuan, I also know him, the wonderful work that he's been doing, especially socially engaged Buddhist work in Vietnam and elsewhere. And of course, my friend and Kalyan Mitra, Dr. Kesang Wangdi, who is affectionately called Ashok by his friends. I have had the privilege of meeting him over a dozen times when IBC was making efforts to organize the Visak, which was cancelled due to COVID. Such a wonderful worker, and the dedication is most amazing. And of course, above all, my friend and Kalyan Mitra, Padma Shri Dr. Venerable Nguyen Tien Thien. I had the privilege of being his PhD supervisor when he did his PhD on the influence of Indian culture on Vietnamese indigenous culture. Another wonderful person who has done so much for Buddhism and the community. These honors obviously have been conferred on these 5 personalities for their in recognition of their service and dedication to social welfare and social engagement with Buddha. And my congratulations to all of them. They are true Kalyan Mitras, as we call in Buddhism. And in today's extremely competitive, globalizing world that has been made worse by poverty, hunger, and disease, our Kalyan Mitras, such as these persons, are a beacon of hope. With all the bad that has been happening around, our society is managing to forge ahead because we have socially engaged Buddhists like these persons. I would like to thank Subharti University and its governing council for recognizing the stellar service that these gems of Buddhism have rendered, and by honoring them with the honoris causa degree, the university has done such a wonderful service itself through Buddhism and Buddhvachan. And I would like to thank you for their wonderful contribution. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. V.P. Singh, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Swami Vivekanand Subharati University. Dr. V.P. Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Swami Vivekanand Subharati University, has graduated from LLRM Medical College, Meerut in 1975, and soon after he joined Army Medical Services. After 33 years of distinguished services, he retired from the Army as a brigadier in 2010. During his services, he did his post-graduation in MD Anesthesiology and PhD in Anesthesiology from AFMC Pune, and fellowship postdoctoral certificate course in cardiac anesthesiology from a premier institute, AIIMS, New Delhi. He has published more than 40 scientific papers in national and international index journals. Under his leadership, the professional excellence in the Department of Anesthesiology and Critical Care in Subharati Medical College, Meerut, progressed leaps and bounds. He was also given the additional responsibility of Vice Principal and Additional Chief Medical Superintendent, SMC. He had been Chairman of the Hospital Management Committee, Hospital Infection Control Committee, Clinico-Pathological Conference, and Death Audits. Presently, he is also Senior Member of Task Force of Subharati Hospital for the COVID-19 pandemic. With his professional acumen and administration skills, hospital services as a whole showed dramatic progress related to the patient care delivery and outcomes. He joined Swami Vivekanand Subharati University as Vice Chancellor with effect from 1st September 2020. I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to give closing remarks. I need to beg your pardon, sir. Sir, you need to unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. You're loud and clear. Please continue.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jai Hind. Her Highness Chancellor Madam, Mrs. Stuti Narayan Kakkar, Dr. Atul Krishnan, Chairman, Swami Vivekanand Subharati University and Subharati Group of Institutions, luminaries of Buddhist Sangha, honorable members of trust, members of university Executive Council, University Panel for selection of awardees. Esteemed awardees, dear guests, friends of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, and all those who are watching today's ceremony. Conventionally, conferment of degrees is done during university convocation mega event. But as you know that due to pandemic threat is still looming large, we opted to hold this event online, digital platform, which incidentally falls on the World Environment Day. Subharti University believes to find a group of people of national and international eminence who challenge and inspire you. Associate with them and it will change your life. Today's ceremony was a momentous, historic, rare, and is of exceptional order. University takes pride to confer Doctors of Letter and PhD honoris causa to national and international personalities for their extraordinary piece of work in their chosen field of their choice. From India, Professor Dr. Mukti Bhatnagar is conferred upon Doctor of Letters. I congratulate to her and would like to read a quote for her. There is something so special about women who dominate in men's world. It takes a certain grace, strength, intelligence, fearlessness, and nerve to never take no for an answer. This truly holds for her persona. Congratulations again to her. Sri Keshan Mangdi from Darjeeling. Presently he is stationed in Delhi and senior executive member of IBS, is a multifaceted personality who is inspiration to all of us. He is awarded today PhD honoris causa. He was instrumental providing relief during pandemic in India and Nepal. My heartiest congratulations to him. Most Venerable Loknaik Ashutosh Mahanaik Mahathera, recipient of PhD honoris causa, he is a Buddhist monk and social worker from Uttarakhand. I congratulate him from bottom of my heart for his wonderful work he is doing in his chosen field. Our international awardees include Most Venerable Padma Shri Thich Duc Thanh from Vietnam, whose work is spread across the globe. Another international awardee is His Excellency Thich Thien Pha, who is standing Vice President Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Congratulations to him. Swami Vivekanand University is one of the top-rated private university in India with NAC A grade with the 19 constituent colleges, medical and non-medical stream, with many centers of excellence. We not only impart education to our students, but inculcate sense of service, sanskar, that to give them good human values and nationalism, and also prepare them to compete at global platform. University is known for its excellence in education, innovation, and research. Recognition of outstanding work by internationally and nationally acclaimed personalities and honoring them today make them inclusive in the growth of university futuristic standards of education and goals. We look forward for their experience in their life to scale and speed up execution of university mission with collective wisdom. In the end, I would like to thank the members of organizing team to make today's program a huge success. I declare today's ceremony closed. Jai Hind, Jai Subharti.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Vijay Vadhavan, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Swami Vivekanand Subharati University, for vote of thanks. I would like to request my IT team to connect Dr. Vijay Vadhavan ji with us? Welcome, sir. Over to you, sir. So you need to unmute yourself. Your mic is not, we are not able to hear you. No, not able to hear you, sir. Sir, there is a technical glitch because of which we are not able to hear you. I would like to request you to join back again. बोलिए कुछ. Jai Hind, sir. Still not able to hear you, sir. If you have connected any earpiece, please disconnect it and keep your device on speakers. No, I'm not able to. As we are facing issues while connecting with Dr. Vijay Vadvan to Vice Chancellor. So on Dr. Vijay Vadvan's behalf, I would like to request Dr. Hirohito to give the vote of thanks.
Due to some technical problem, our Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Vijay Vadman is not able to connect with us. So, on his behalf, I want to start today's vote of thanks. Dear brothers and sisters in Dhamma, I feel extremely privileged to propose the vote of thanks for this honorary doctorate presentation ceremony today. Let me begin by giving glory to the Lord Buddha, whose actions and teachings are the primary cause for all of us present here. First and foremost, I want to thank Mrs. Stuti Narayan Kakkar, Honorable Chancellor Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Most Venerable Dr. Dhammapriya, Secretary General International Buddhist Confederation, New Delhi, Most Venerable Dr. Thich Nhat Hanh, Standing Vice President, Vietnam Buddhist University, Ho Chi Minh City, Professor Dr. K.T.S. Sarao, Adjunct Professor Samrat Ashok Subharti School of Buddhist Studies, former Professor and Head, Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi, for joining us today. I want to congratulate all the recipients of honorary doctorates, Sangamata Dr. Mukti Bhatnagarji, a philanthropist and social worker, recipient of Sangha Mata title from Secretary General of Myanmar Sangha Council, His Holiness Chandimar Abhirvansa. Most Venerable Loknayak Subhos, Mahanayak Mahathira, Chairman, International Buddha Education Institute, and former Honorable Member, State Commission for Minorities, Government of Uttarakhand, His Excellency Thich Thin Pha, Standing Vice President, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Padam Shri Most Venerable Dr. Thich Duc Thien, Vice President, Secretary General of Executive Council of National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. I also thank Dr. Dhamma Brother Keshan Wangdi. We commonly call him Ashokji, Senior Executive Director, International Buddhist Confederation. We are grateful to Dr. V.P. Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, and Dr. Shalya Raj, Chief Executive Officer, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. Without their constant support, this event would not have been possible. I also would like to thank Dr. Atul Krishnaji, who is the backbone of all these activities and this whole Subharti movement. Dr. Atul started Subharti movement with the thought that as India is a, he tried to start a campaign of casteless society through various activities, and since 1991 the trust is rendering services, social services to the society. We are also thankful to the organizing team, which includes Dr. Chandra Kirti, Ms. Pallavi Tyagi, for their patience and hard work required in making this event a success. We are also thankful to our marketing and communication team, led by Mr. Vishal Singh. May the Triple Gem bless us all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us today for this auspicious event. Now I request Dr. Chandakirti for closing chanting. Venerable Dr. Chandakirti.
Sabetiya vivajantu sabaroga vinasatumat bhavan pantaraya sukhe degayuko bhava abhiva dhanasele sanechang vada pachayino chatar Dhamma vadhanti ayuvano sukhang balang bhavatu sabhamangalang rakhantu sabhadevata sabhabudhanubhavena sada sote bhavantu te bhavatu sabhamangalang Rakhantu sabhadevata sabhadhammanubhavena sada sote bhavantu te bhavatu sabhamangalang rakhantu sabhadevata sabhasanghanubhavena sada sote bhavantu te. Sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Most Venerable Dr. Chandakirti. Now I request all the guests and our awardees. I will call one by one for a virtual group photo. Now in this pandemic, we can take group photo like this only, as we missing meeting each other. It's almost 18 months we are in using this virtual concept. So first I ask everyone to open their videos, and I request my team that please open the take everyone on the platform. Congratulations all awardees, and I once again thank you everyone for joining us here virtually. I can understand that due to this pandemic, we are felicitating virtually, and there might be some mistakes during the whole award ceremony. We will correct next time when we hold such event virtually. So once again, congratulations, and if any awardees want to say anything again, they can, or if Professor Sarao can. Few days back only I came to know that Professor Sarao was the mentor of most venerable Thich Duk Thien. So, Dr. Sarao, your student is received this honorary doctorate today.
I'm very happy to see my Professor Sarao today. And may the Buddha blessing Professor Sarao, healthy and safety in the pandemic COVID-19.
I'm really happy to see you, Bante, and my friend Bante Tikna too also. Two wonderful friends.
I meet you. I hope invite you to Vietnam again.
Oh, sure. Bante, let the pandemic slow down, then I'll definitely come. And also my thanks to my friend Ashok.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so long time no see you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, for the permission of chair, I want to close today's session. Thank you once again. Have a nice time. May all be happy. May all be well. May Triple Gem bless everyone. May this COVID pandemic over soon and we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Venerables.